Listen up, legends. You're cruising down the Bruce Highway, the aircon's cranking, and the fuel light starts blinking at you like a desperate ex. You see a servo with prices so low you think they've made a typo. You reckon, "Struth, I'll save a tenner here." Wrong. You're not saving money, you're buying a one-way ticket to a $15,000 engine rebuild. See, Australia's fuel standards have been, let's be honest, absolute bloody rubbish for years, until the new 2025-2026 regulations fully kicked in. We were ranked 89th in the world for fuel quality. 89th! We were behind countries that don't even have paved roads in some spots. We're talking sulfur levels 15 times higher than Europe. Hold your horses. I'm sitting here trying to save you a $10,000 repair bill and you haven't even hit the sub button yet? What are you waiting for, a written invitation from the PM? Smash that subscribe button right now so you don't miss our deep dive on why your mechanic is secretly laughing at your oil choices. Do it for your engine, mate. If you're tipping budget juice into a modern common rail diesel or a direct injection turbo, you are literally sandblasting your internals. Here are the first three culprits in our wall of shame. Number 1, the rusty bucket independents. I'm talking about those tiny unbranded stations in the middle of nowhere that look like they haven't been painted since the Emu War. The issue isn't just the fuel, it's the tanks. Old underground steel tanks seep water like a leaky tinny. Water in your fuel is the fastest way to blow the tips off your injectors. You'll be sitting on the side of the road with a dead ute before you can say fair dinkum. Number 2, high sulfur 91 cheapies. The bottom of the barrel 91 RON. In Australia, our regular unleaded has historically been loaded with sulfur. Sulfur creates sulfuric acid in your crankcase, which turns your engine oil into a thick black Vegemite-like sludge. If you're running a car built after 2018 on this stuff, you're basically asking your piston rings to commit seppuku. Number 3, low turnover rural depots. Fuel has a shelf life, mates. At these quiet servos, where the only customer's a stray dog, the fuel sits in the tanks for months. It oxidizes and forms dumb. When that gunk hits your fuel rail, it's like trying to drink a thick shake through a needle. Stick around, because in the next chapter, we're naming the big brands that are secretly sabotaging your ride and the Aussie legends that are actually keeping us on the road. You want the real data, right? You want to know which brands are taking you for a ride. Then why aren't you subscribing? We're doing the dirty work so you don't have to. Subscribing to this channel is like having a master mechanic in your pocket for $0. Don't let the algorithm keep you in the dark. Hit that button and join the smartest car owners in Australia.
Righto, let's get into the nitty-gritty. I'm naming brands now, so hold on to your hats. You think just because a station has a bright sign it's top tier? Think again. 4, the E10 Engine Eater Budget Blends. Look, E10 isn't inherently evil, but the way some budget brands blend it is a shocker. Ethanol is hygroscopic. It sucks moisture out of the air like a sponge. If a servo isn't maintaining their seals, you're getting a cocktail of water and booze. Great for a Saturday night in Wagga Wagga, terrible for your fuel pump. 5, non-additive 95 from no-name chains. Some independent chains buy the base fuel from the same refineries as the big boys, but they skip the additives. No detergents, no friction modifiers, nothing. It's like washing your hair with dish soap. Sure, it's clean, but it's stripping the life out of it. Stop! Before you lose all hope and start walking to work, let's talk about the legends. The surveys that actually give a fat rat's cracker about your engine. 1. BP, the king of clean. BP Ultimate 98 is the gold standard for a reason. Their active technology is basically a gym membership for your engine. It literally scrubs the carbon off your intake valves while you drive. If you've been running the cheap stuff, 3 tanks of BP Ultimate will have your engine feeling like it just had a spa day. 2. Shell, the V-Power powerhouse. Shell V-Power is the real deal. They partner with Ferrari, for crying out loud. Their 98 has a massive dose of friction modifiers. Less friction equals less heat equals a longer lasting motor. It's expensive, yeah, but so's a new turbo. Choose your poison, cobber. 3. Ampol, the Aussie champion. Good old Ampol. Their amplifier range is specifically formulated for Aussie conditions. We deal with extreme heat and long distances, and Ampol's additives are designed to stop fuel from foaming and oxidising in the heat. It's bloody brilliant. All right, let's wrap this up with the secret sauce. How do you actually protect your pride and joy? 4. Mobil, the 7-Eleven secret. A lot of people think 7-Eleven fuel is just for Slurpee lovers. But listen, 7-Eleven in Australia actually uses Mobil Synergy fuel. Mobil's a global titan. Their 98 and Supreme Plus diesel have some of the best corrosion inhibitors on the market. If you see a 7-Eleven, you're actually getting world-class Mobil juice. 5. United, the performance king. For the hoons and the performance junkies, United's 100-octane and high-quality E85 are legendary. They take quality control seriously because their customers are the types to check their data logs after every drive. If you want your car to scream like a banshee, this is your spot. The Aussie mechanics' rule of thumb. Look for turnover. If the servo's busy, the fuel's fresh. Simple as that. Avoid the old-school pumps. If the Bowser looks like it belongs in a museum, the tank underneath probably does too. 91 is for mowers. If you love your car, stop putting 91 in it. Even if the manual says you can, the extra detergents in 95 and 98 will save you thousands in the long run. Righto, that's the list. If you disagree, tell me why I'm wrong in the comments. I love a good scrap. But before you go, if you value your car and your wallet, make sure you've subscribed. If you don't, well, don't come crying to me when your fuel pump gives up the ghost on the Nullarbor. See you in the next one, legends. So, what's the verdict? Stop being a tight ass at the pump. Your car is likely the second most expensive thing you own. Don't kill it to save $4 on a fill-up.